Argentina. Economic problems? Unfortunately, yes. This beautiful country known for its rich culture and passionate people has a recurring issue that seems to haunt it every few years. It seems like Argentina faces tough economic times every few years. The cycle of economic booms and busts is almost like a tragic dance that the nation can't escape. While 2025 is no different, the year has brought its own set of challenges, adding to the long list of economic woes. We're going to explore Argentina's money problems. The year started with really high inflation, a lot of debt, and super high interest rates. These factors have made everyday life incredibly difficult for the average Argentinian. Imagine having to pay for a loaf of bread with a suitcase full of cash. That's what it's like for many people in Argentina. The shelves are often empty, and the prices keep rising. Why does this keep happening? It's a mix of bad decisions by the government, unexpected problems from outside the country, and a little bit of bad luck. Argentina's economy is like a dancer who keeps tripping over their own feet. This time the music stops suddenly, and everyone is confused. The nation is left wondering when the dance will resume and if it will ever find its rhythm. Let's look at these problems one by one. First, inflation. In 2024, inflation was a huge 117.8%. That means things cost almost twice as much as they did the year before. Ouch! Next, interest rates. To fight inflation, the central bank raised interest rates to a whopping 32%. This is supposed to make people save money instead of spending it, but it also makes it really hard for businesses and people to borrow money. And let's not forget about Argentina's huge debt. By the end of 2025, the debt is expected to be 68% of the entire country's economy. That's like trying to pay off your house when it's on fire. So yeah, things are pretty bad. All these economic problems are making life hard for everyday people in Argentina. Imagine going to the store and seeing the price of milk double in just 1 week. That's what many families are dealing with. Everything is getting more expensive, which is pushing more people into poverty. Sadly, the poverty rate in Argentina reached 38.1% in the second half of 2024. This isn't just about numbers, it's about real people struggling to buy food and pay rent. The situation is serious and the government is trying to find solutions. But will it be enough? The government isn't just watching the economy fall apart. They've started cutting spending and raising taxes. It's like tightening your belt, but for the whole country. The goal is to spend less money and get the economy under control. But these actions can cause problems like job losses and fewer services for people. It's a tough balancing act and the government is walking a tightrope. They're also trying to renegotiate their debt with other countries, which is like trying to make a deal with a bully. It's a tough situation with no easy answers. The central bank is also trying to balance things by changing interest rates. They've been slowly lowering rates since they were really high in early 2025. They hope to help the economy without making inflation worse. It's a tricky situation, and one wrong move could make everything worse. Imagine trying to stop a bomb from exploding while riding a unicycle. The central bank is under a lot of pressure, but there are no easy answers. Even with all these problems, there are some small signs of hope. The government's efforts to spend less money and attract investors seem to be working a little. Some experts think the economy might grow a little in 2025, helped by things like energy, mining, and farming. But this is just a guess, and things are still uncertain. It's like a small plant growing through a crack in the sidewalk. It's a sign of hope, but it still has a long way to go. Argentina's economic problems are not over yet. Getting the economy back on track will be hard, and there will be more challenges along the way. But the people of Argentina are strong and know how to find happiness even when things are tough. They've been through hard times before and they'll get through this too, as they always have. The question is, how long will it take to recover? And what will the country look like when things finally get better and improve? To understand Argentina's current economic crisis, we need to look back at its history. The roots of today's issues can be traced through significant events that have shaped the nation's financial landscape. Argentina has faced numerous economic challenges, from hyperinflation in the late 1980s to the debt crisis in the early 2000s. Each period brought its own set of difficulties, impacting the lives of everyday Argentinians. The hyperinflation of the 1980s eroded savings and destabilized the financial system, while the debt crisis of the 2000s led to widespread unemployment and poverty. In the 1980s, Argentina experienced hyperinflation, with prices doubling every few days, leading to economic chaos. This led to a loss of confidence in the currency and a severe economic downturn. Businesses closed, and people faced long queues at banks. The government implemented measures to stabilize the economy, but the effects were long-lasting. Efforts to control inflation took years. In the early 2000s, Argentina faced a severe debt crisis, leading to a default that shook the global financial community. The country defaulted on its debt, leading to economic instability and social unrest. Mass protests erupted, and clashes with police became common. The government had to negotiate with international creditors to restructure its debt, which took several years to resolve. These historical events have shaped Argentina's economic landscape and contributed to the challenges it faces today. Understanding this context is crucial to comprehending the current crisis and the potential solutions. Global economic factors. Argentina's economic crisis is not happening in isolation. Global economic factors play a significant role in shaping the country's economic situation. The global economy has been facing its own set of challenges, including trade tensions, fluctuating commodity prices, and economic slowdowns in major economies. These factors have a direct impact on Argentina's economy. For instance, Argentina is a major exporter of agricultural products, and fluctuations in global commodity prices can significantly affect its export revenues. Additionally, trade tensions between major economies can disrupt global supply chains, affecting Argentina's trade relationships. Furthermore, economic slowdowns in major economies can reduce demand for Argentina's exports, leading to lower economic growth. Understanding these global economic factors is essential to grasp the full picture of Argentina's economic crisis. Potential solutions and future outlook. Despite challenges, Argentina can overcome its economic crisis with strategic planning. Structural reforms can improve efficiency and competitiveness. Reducing bureaucracy, improving infrastructure, and promoting innovation are key steps. Strengthening trade relationships and diversifying export markets can provide economic stability. Attracting foreign investment brings capital, expertise, and global connections. Political stability and transparent regulations can create a favorable investment climate. While challenging, these solutions offer a path forward for Argentina. With determination and strategic action, progress is possible. For more data-driven insights and global market breakdowns, subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay informed, stay ahead. This is Economics FX, where clarity meets strategy. Until next time, trade smart.